Rolling.
I figure for the last day, my last day in the US, sun's shining. I've done lots of cool stabies, but there is nothing better that I can do than introduce you to the magnificence that is the Duckworth. So we're going to take the Duckworth. Look at those lines. We're going to take the Duckworth and we're going to celebrate Americana right here.
Rolling.
Maybe I'll be a YouTube star.
There.
We're right. Oh.
Go. Yeah.
Behold the magnificence that is the engine restraint system. Not for Duckworth to stick with normal ram blocks or a piece of wood. You have to have the custom built bent angle piece of metal, which looks about as practical as a fart in a spacesuit. Just in case you weren't going to lean hard enough one way, got to unbalance it completely. I think the thing that I'm the most impressed about though with this boat is, you would say that normal fashion would state that you need buoyancy at the rear, especially running an outboard. Not for Duckworth. For this Duckworth, they somehow beat physics and gravity. So we have a pod that has no buoyancy whatsoever with a massive gap. We have, coming up, no width. And then the best part of all, we have a Honda, the heaviest engine on the market, which carries all of its weight there. How can you deny the brilliance of that? Amazing. Keeping on walking. This, I have to confess, I do like this. This, you know, I don't even know how to work it. That's how clever this is. This is a work of art. Moving forward. I mean, you have to admit, you have to admit that I've written about polycrafts, you know, they're not real pretty, but I think this one takes the cake. It's part Americana, part completely confused about what we're doing with it. If you see this in the US, please don't hurt me. This is satire. More to come. Behold the beauty from a little further away while we set up. Look at those lines. It looks like a cross between a Quintrex and a canoe. Not sure how this one's going to go, but geez, it looks cool. That is a beautiful new thing. One thing I truly love about the Duckworth is the inbuilt porpoising system. It exercises your back, keeps your buns nice and tight. Nice feature. I like how they put this in.
Discovered a couple of other things that this Duckworth. Not only does it have an exercise machine built in the cannon, it has an engine self-washing system. So before you go out, you know, the engine is perfectly clean. Even better, this, once you eventually get on the plane, you're really going to safety. You don't want to be up too quick, you don't want to get to the spot. And when you're done for the day, all you have to do is back it off. The engines wash themselves. Now, only a genius of design could have done that. Go Duckworth. Some of the other amazing features you get on the Duckworth, look at that. You get your own living brain on each side of the forward hatch. No bunks for a Duckworth, a living brain. Kind of creepy. Moving backwards, and one of the other fantastic things on this is the beige suede carpet. I mean, it feels like sitting in a mid-70s Cadillac. Look at the floor. I mean, brown vinyl. Seriously, you can't go better than that. Other amazing features. If we look down here, not only do you get beige brown, but you get baby poo brown as well. I mean, this is just a class act. A beautiful carpeted rear transom, which I'm not brave enough to actually touch. All in all, this is just a serious weapon of a boat. Another thing that I can't let this go without mentioning is, I have a friend in Tasmania who has a mid-70s Louisville truck. This dash, I swear, like 1978, 79, that's just a work of beautiful art. even down to having beige and brown to match the rest of it. Does life get any better at all?
Rolling.
Okay. I've just discovered another incredible thing on this Duckworth too. I mean, this is a work of art, the planning in this. I introduced you to a kill tank right up the bow. How brilliant is that? Let's go to the most sensitive spot and make a fucking kill tank out of it. That doesn't even sit in the water when the boat's on the plane. I don't know how to explain the genius of that. I love it. It's so American, along with the corduroy carpet inside and the beige. And you know what? I want one. Just for that lunacy, I want one.
Isn't it?
Another amazing thing about this Duckworth that we have discovered is not only do they come with all these special features, but the owners themselves are unique characters. Note, that's not an accident, the colour coding with the boat. Note the sensible shoes, the colour-coded trousers that match exactly with the seat, the vague look of, I don't know what you'd call that, kind of slow thinking, I think we're going to call that one. Tell me, Ryan, are you a true Duckworth fan?
I am.
Kind of says it all, doesn't it? They say you can't be all things to all people, and I have to take my hat off for this. The Duckworth has beat it again. Not only do you have a relatively deep V hull, it is then terminated with a planing plank that completely and utterly removes the point of that. It's a two-in-one boat. It can be a barge, it can be a sports boat, or it can beat the shit out of you going into chop that big. I mean, that is just Duckworth. I take my hat off to you.